Have you ever tried to describe a beautiful moment in English, but the words didn't feel enough? You knew the vocabulary. You understood the grammar. But still, something was missing. That's because language isn't just about rules and structure. It's about experience. And sometimes, the most powerful moments don't need to be said. They just need to be felt. One of the most effective ways to truly grow your English is through storytelling. Not stories from a textbook, but real stories that carry silence, emotion, and meaning. Because when you follow a story, you're not just reading English, you're living it. So if you want to feel English as more than just a subject, like this video, leave a comment and subscribe to True English. The mountain air wrapped itself around Sophia like a quiet invitation. It was cold, but not in the way that makes you uncomfortable. It was fresh, like the kind of air you forget exists when you live in a city. It made her chest rise a little higher every time she breathed in. She had started the trail early in the morning, alone, while the sky was still the color of ash. Her steps were slow at first, partly because of the incline, partly because she wasn't in a hurry. She hadn't come for speed. She came to see. All around her, other hikers were already making their way up, some in groups, chatting in soft voices, some stopping to take selfies at every twist in the path. The trail wound upward through pine forests at first, the needles soft underfoot, then into rockier terrain. The light changed as the trees thinned. The shadows got sharper. Sophia carried a small phone in her jacket pocket, but she hadn't taken it out once. It wasn't because she didn't want to remember. She did. In fact, she was surrounded by things she wanted to remember. A curved branch hanging over the trail. A patch of snow melting into a tiny stream. A bird's call that came only once and didn't return. She had reached for her phone 3 times already, and 3 times she had stopped herself. There was something inside her that said, "Not now. Not this one. Just look." The climb grew steeper. Her breathing got louder. Fewer people were around her now, and those who remained didn't speak. The trail had become something sacred, some kind of quiet agreement between strangers. Then she reached the summit. The view opened so suddenly. It felt like stepping into a painting. Mountains layered out in every direction, some jagged, some smooth, their tops brushed by passing clouds. A river curled below, almost invisible, like a thread of glass. The wind was soft, but constant. She stood still. Other people were taking photos, adjusting lenses, checking lighting. One woman lifted a drone into the sky. A man climbed onto a rock and shouted for someone to take his picture. Sophia didn't move. She didn't take out her phone. She didn't try to capture the moment. She just wanted to be there, with the sky, with the stone, with the silence. She looked until her eyes began to water from the wind. She breathed until her shoulders finally dropped. She knew this view wouldn't live in her gallery. It would live in her. As she turned to begin the walk down, someone nearby asked if she wanted them to take her picture. She smiled politely. "No," she said. "I just wanted to see it." That night, in her room, she scrolled through social media. People had posted their photos from the mountain, bright, colorful, framed perfectly. She recognized the angle, the light, even some of the faces. But none of the pictures looked like what she felt. Because what she felt didn't fit into a screen. It was slower, softer, quieter. It was hers. In today's story, you saw how powerful natural expressions like wrapped around, stepped into a painting, not this one, and lived in her, can be in building emotion. You also saw how the past simple helps describe action and mood, while the past perfect, she had stopped herself, shows what happened before the present moment in the story. Phrases like, "she didn't try to capture the moment," and "just wanted to be there," reflect how English expresses choice through tone, not only through verbs. We upload stories like this every day to help you experience English from the inside. So like this video, Subscribe to True English and tell us in the comments. Have you ever decided to leave a moment untouched just to feel it more deeply? See you in the next video.